Welcome back. Between this episode and the last, I put in that time, as I mentioned, to just iron out some details about exactly what is happening here. So I'm going with the title Verities by Spirit Verity. So this is being done under my Spirit Verity brand. And why is it called Verities? Because, well, verity in Latin means truth. And what I'm doing here is sharing the truth of God's word with you and a specific way about how it applies to life and certain other things. So because of that, I thought that a pretty apt name for this would be Verities. And that's to show you exactly what we're going to be discussing, kind of things we're going to talk about. Today's episode is actually called Christianity versus the World. And basically what we're discussing here today is, as a Christian, how do you do things in relationship to the rest of the world? You know, how do you set yourself apart? What is different? What makes the new creation different from everybody else? And over time, I have come to understand that it is love that is the separating thing from a Christian and everyone else. God never said don't do business. God never said don't have aspirations, have ambitions, have dreams. In fact, he does say you should do all of these things. But in the doing, there is a method. There's an excellent way to accomplish these things. And that way is the way of love. So then the question may be, as I'm doing business, how do I demonstrate love? As I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing in life, how do I demonstrate love? And it comes down to a very simple thing. Your motivations, your goals, your desires, what moves you to do what you do. When you wake up in the morning and there's a task that you have to get done, what is the driving force behind that task? And as I said, it must come down to love. A practical example. Many people in this world want to get rich. In fact, many people are willing to do so many things just for getting rich. As a Christian, first of all, you are not to become rich. You are already rich. So then, why are you still doing business if you're already rich? If God has already put prosperity inside of you, why are you still doing business? Well, I'm going to talk about my personal reasons. And your personal reasons should look something similar to this, because that is what God called us to do. And that is for the case of sponsoring the gospel. Whenever I'm making a business move, whenever I'm thinking about, okay, how can I generate income? How can I provide value? What is coming down to my mind is my partnership. Okay, I want to increase my partnership. I want to sow seeds. I want to give my offering. And for me to accomplish all of these things, I require cash. So through my business, I generate income for the gospel. Through my business, I, produce funds to move the gospel forward. Maybe you want to be famous. Maybe you want to be an athlete. Why? Do you want to create a platform to preach the gospel? Or do you just want that pleasure of your name being known or people saying, indeed, this person is a great person? God is behind everything you do. Immediately, what you are doing is in line with his word. After all, he gave you his word as a guide. He put his word in your spirit as a guide. So your spirit knows what you're supposed to be doing. And once you give yourself to that word, you will find that over time, your aspirations, your goals, your ambitions will begin to just come in line with what God had made them to be in the first place. So to wrap up what we spoke about today, why do you want to do the things that you want to do? It must come from love, and it must come from a place that is conscious and pushing of the gospel. Thank you very much.